Hey guys, just want to show you guys a really quick review of the Motorola Electrify for US Cellular. It rolls out September 26th. I picked up mine a few days early because the shipments came into my store, and I think you could buy it online, but it's only for new customers with new contracts and not existing upgrades, so be warned. In the box, it comes with AC adapter, a USB cable, and headphones. It has a really small box for a pretty big phone, so it's kind of funny. This is pretty much the same exact device as the Motorola Photon 4G for Sprint, except for, of course, it doesn't have the 4G capabilities because US Cellular doesn't have 4G yet. I think it comes out January of 2012, I believe. They've been pushing it back for a few months now, so we'll see about that. And then some of the hardware. It has a 4.3 QHD screen. It doesn't feel that big. It definitely doesn't feel as big as an HD2 in my opinion, maybe because this phone might be a little bit thicker. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't checked out the specs between the two. And then on the actual phone, we have HDMI out on the left side, right next to your USB, your micro USB charge port and your transfer port. And then on the top of the phone, you have a power button and the 3.5mm head jack. And then you have the volume rocker on the right side. I love the volume rockers on this phone. They have nice little ridges in them, so you know exactly where they are. You can feel them, and they just feel great. And then you have the dedicated camera button right down here. And the bottom is free. It has nothing down there. And on the back you have the kickstand, which I haven't taken the sticker off of. It's silver, but I have a blue sticker on here still. The speaker's right underneath it, which is actually, I think it's pretty nice. It sounds way better than the HTC Desire that I was messing around with for the last year or so. It has an 8-megapixel camera. It shoots in 720 HD video. Sadly, it's not 1080, but honestly, if you're going to be using your phone for shooting HD, I think 720 shouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't think people should be complaining too much about it. And then this is a blue sticker on here. I'm going to take it off soon too. It's got dual flash on the back too, and the back's a really nice soft plasticky feel. So I like the back a lot. All right, and then on the front you have the menu button, the home button, back, and search. And I think that's about it. You have the speaker down, or yeah, the mic down here, and then the speaker up here with the front-facing camera, which is 1.3 megapixels, I believe. I know the back is 8 megapixels. I think the front is 1.3. And the quality actually is really nice. I'll show you guys that in a sec. It runs Gingerbread 2.3.4, and it's a pretty fast. I mean, it's fast for a device that's not running that's running a custom UI on top. They're running a Motorola, I think it's called Applications Platform, and a lot of people are saying that they don't like it because it feels like it's unfinished. And in my opinion, it might feel like it's a little bit unfinished, but I think the reason it feels unfinished is because it's really similar to the stock Android, which I love. I love the stock Android. I'm not a really big fan of custom UIs on top, so I think they did actually a really great job with incorporating a custom UI onto stock Android. It comes up with a bunch of US Cellular preloaded apps. Here are the preloaded apps that US Cellular offers. And it's City ID, Daily Perks, Mobile TV, which I think is pretty new. They have it on the Merge, the Desire, and now this phone, which I actually haven't heard of until now because I never downloaded it. My Contacts Backup, Tone Room Deluxe, and Your Navigator Plus. Best thing about it is that you could uninstall every single one of these apps if you don't like them. Unlike the previous phones for US Cellular, you weren't able to actually uninstall anything. So let's say you don't want Tone Room Deluxe, you just hold on it, and then you have right on the bottom uninstall. You click it, and it uninstalls right away for you. All right. So you can save some internal memory, which isn't too bad. I mean, the internal memory is amazing on this phone. It's got 16 gigs, even though it comes up when you go to your storage. It comes up and it says total space available. With this is brand new. I just opened it a few hours ago, and I haven't really used it for anything yet. So the internal storage says it's 8.91, and the available space for your applications is 2.66. And a lot of people have been saying that they're getting gypped out of space because they're not getting the 16 gigs that they were promised. But I think people don't understand that the actual ROM and the firmware have to sit somewhere, and there's about 5 extra gigs or so left over for the ROM, the cache, and I think that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of extra space. That's obviously not a 4 or 5 gig ROM, but they are, I'm assuming, expecting an ice cream sandwich update within the next year, I'm assuming. So I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to save you space for a possible upgrade, so that there isn't what happened with the Desire, where they didn't have enough room for a Gingerbread upgrade for the Desire, and people weren't happy about that. So I think they're just trying to save themselves and save the customers from getting too angry with them. It has what does it have? A 1700 milliamp battery. I haven't really been able to test out the battery. I'm assuming it's just like every other 4.3 inch smartphone screen out there right now, because I mean, they're not getting any better. They're not terrible, but they're not you know, they're not amazing either. Personally, I don't mind the UI on this phone, although I do use ADW launcher, and I know I will install ADW launcher on here, which I think is absolutely amazing. It's an amazing launcher for Android. You guys should check it out if you guys haven't yet. And I mean, this is pretty smooth. They loaded up the screens, you know, pretty heavily, so my screens usually aren't this full, I guess, when I have not this many widgets, at least, when I'm running on a day-to-day basis. So it's still pretty smooth. I'm expecting it to be smooth within like a week from now. I'll probably do another video to show you guys how the phone's running in about a week, because I feel like, you know, once you open a phone, you get so excited about it, you know, everything's perfect about it, everything runs fast, and then a week later you're complaining about, you know, how slow something is or how something keeps freezing up. So I'll probably do another video to check up with you guys. Let's see what other preloaded apps it comes with really quick here. It comes with a lot of Amazon preloaded apps, which I was actually kind of surprised because I've never seen that on a phone. And I'm with US Cellular, so you guys gotta understand that they don't usually preload their phones with too many apps except for US Cellular apps. It comes with the Amazon Kindle, MP3, Amazon.com, App Store, Audible. I think that's not a. Actually, I guess it is an Amazon app because it was grouped with Amazon. Audible, and then IMDb and Zappos all comes on this phone preloaded. You can uninstall all of these too, just like the other apps. Although there are a few apps that you cannot uninstall that come with the phone. You can't uninstall things like the calculator, like that's got to stay on, because I think it's because of it being part of stock Android. So you guys will be kind of disappointed there, but it's alright. You guys have got 2.66, I think it was, internal space for apps, which is way more than enough, unless you're downloading about 1,000 apps and you're using all of them, which I think would be insane. So I guess that's about it for now. If you guys have any questions or anything, I just wanted to go through this really quick. Didn't want to go into too much detail. If you guys have any questions, just comment or message me. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And rate, comment, subscribe, everything, you know. I'll be rolling out with another video in about a week or so to show you guys, you know, another little update on what I think of the phone, because I'll be using it on all day and traveling with it all day. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. See you guys later.